Hello friends, welcoming you all. We are discussing the foundation examination preparation and that too chapter 2, that is why we have a P3O. Okay, let's understand the question number 46, which says that which principles for extracting the value does the P3O suggest by ensuring that issues are escalated to the right decision makers or authority. Now this type of question, when I ask you that principles, so there are 6 principles and they are specifically for value thing. So option A, govern effectively. Option B, invest in people and process. Option C, safeguard the value. And option D, track progress to highlight an exceptional based reporting. Now they told that right decisions are ensuring escalated. How we make sure that escalation through governs effectively, that right things like a portfolio director, then project program board or project manager, right thing escalate to the right people to govern effectively. So we safeguard the bandwidth of the key decision makers. We should not involve them each and every trivial thing. We delegate the authority and based on that govern effectively would be the correct answer. Let's see. Yes, that is the correct answer. Govern effectively, it's an ensuring issue risk changes escalate to the right level. Question number 47, which is a part of the business governance structure whose requirement must be met by the reporting of a P3O model? Okay, option A, senior management board. Option B, external stakeholder. Option C, competent officers within the P3O. And option D, head of the P3O. Now take a pause, write down what would be your thoughts on this particular and mention in the comment section. Okay, now read the question, that which part of the business governance structure whose requirement must be met. So I believe senior management board whose requirement must be met, that would be the right answer. Yes, that is. And reason, senior management decision lead to a fulfillment of strategic objective through a delivery of program, projects or business as usual. So that's why that's the correct answer. Let's move to the question number 48. What is the use to help senior managers to determine their core problems and services with the P3O model? Now, what is the core problems of the organization? How we do? There are 2-3 techniques. First, we do P3M3 assessment. So P3M3 assessment is the way by which you can understand what is the current level of the organization and what are the core problems, how we identify through a value matrix. If you recall the value matrix, there is a supporting function and assurance function. I had given you the example of the kite, how by which you can control the kite. The same way, a P3O value matrix is a brainstorming session by which you can understand what are the support function and assurance function. So let's understand options here. A, business process streamliness. B, knowledge management tools. C, P3O value matrix. And D, capacity planning and resource management. So I believe C would be the correct answer. Business process streamliness, it's for repeated processes we are using. Knowledge management tool for a C, center of excellence. Capacity planning, resource management for a delivery support function we are using, but it is not for the core problem identification. So C would be the correct answer. Let's see. Yeah, it's the correct. P3O value matrix, it's a tool used to identify stakeholder needs to determine their core problem. So that's the correct answer. Question number 49. What is used by senior managers to identify the role of a P3O in providing governance? Okay, so what is used? So which model is used by senior managers to identify the role of the P3O in providing governance? P3O model, P3O value matrix, P3O information portal, or enterprise. So the same thing, what we are using to identify the core problems, the same model we can use to identify the governance, that which level, program, portfolio level, program level, project level. By offering support function and assurance function, we can understand that what is the governance level, it's proper or not, what are the core issues. So I believe here also value matrix would be the right answer. Yeah, that is the right answer. P3O value matrix is a simple tool assists the senior managers to determine their core problems and assessing the scope of the P3O model. And there, if the issue related to governance, that also we can identify through the value matrix. So that's the correct answer. Question number 50, which is not typically key performance indicator which can be used to measure the success of the P3O model. Now option A says that improve portfolio balance in relation to the spent short-term contract resources. Okay. Option B says increase the success of program delivering budget. Option C, increase the use of implemented tools by operation staff, and option D, and hence the contribution measure against the benefit realization. Now, if you recall, I just get which is not, so it's a negative question. So if you go with the flow, you cannot understand it. But if you can recall with a consciousness, which is not a typical key performance indicator, KPIs. So all are KPIs, but at a P3O, so if you see here, program level things, it's a program level, it's not a P3O level. So I believe A, C, and D are the portfolio level, but your B is a program level, and that's why it's not the typical. And that's the correct answer. Yes, that is increase the success program delivered to budget is very specific to your program and project KPI, where P3O are setting KPIs at higher level, portfolio level. So that is the correct answer. Thank you for your kind participation.